What's up, man? It's DJ Bezo803 on that social media. Got my co-host with me right now.
Oh yeah, Ben Mikey, man. We in the building, man. Big motion. Look who we got in the building today.
Legendary DJ Mix Master Mike in the building. How you doing, man?
Good.
All right, good to have you here, man. We all know you. Everybody know you. One of the most legendary DJs around town. OG in the game.
Big time popular.
You know, one of our goals is to get all the OGs in here to tell their story. Maybe you could be an inspiration to somebody else that's coming up or that's in the game or wanting to get in the game. And just for the community as well, we get so many negative things about our community. We want to showcase the great things about our community. So definitely glad you're here. We're going to clap it up real quick. Mix Master Mike is in the building.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So how long you been in the game as a DJ?
Wow. 43 years.
43. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to say that. 43 years in the game, so you probably done seen it all.
1979.
1979.
We wasn't even here.
All right, what wasn't even thought about at all in 1979, man. So let's what would you say one of the biggest crowds you ever DJ'd for?
I have to go down to Orangeburg, South Carolina State.
That's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people you think it was? That whole weekend, that whole vibe.
Probably about 10,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Dang.
Man.
hey, that's crazy.
So, you know, being that you've been in the game for all these years, you know, veteran in the game, you do sound for a lot of people, you still DJing, you know, what's your motivation to keep going with this thing, man?
Money.
All about that dollar, baby.
About.
All about that dollar. All about that dollar. Hey, we got to get it, man. It's definitely out there.
That bread, man.
I tell all of my guys that's, you know, they hit me up, they talking about DJing or they just getting their equipment. Hey, man, be on time, be professional, learn the music.
That's it.
You can find your way in this game, man. So definitely going to get that bread. So we're going to take it all the way back to the beginning, though, because like I said, it might be somebody out there that's watching that just want to know about you. They want to know about DJing. Maybe their son or their nephew, somebody want to get into the game. So we want to just tell your journey so maybe they can see themselves in you and get some inspiration. So where you from originally?
Originally, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. Yeah. St. Louis. How was it there? Back then, at least.
Back then?
Yeah.
Well, I was a kid, so, you know.
Yeah.
Don't remember a lot.
Okay,
you know.
okay.
It was, you know, but I pretty much grew up in Sumter.
Okay. So what brought you guys, you know, this way to the South, being from the Midwest, coming to the South?
Military brat.
Okay. Cool. That's what's up, man. So what was your first introduction to music? Like, what was the record that you heard as a child when you was like, whatever this is, whether it was, I don't know, what was going to disco, whether it was R&B, like you was like, I love this record.
Yeah, that's soul.
And you can't, every time they come on the radio, you got to hear it. You know, what was that first love for music? What was that? When was that and what was it?
Wasn't no special song until I started getting into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what genre? Like, what was y'all listening to when you was growing up?
What kind of got me into it was that old record called Kano by Kano. I'm Ready.
I gotta look that up.
By Kano.
I gotta look that up. Took it back. Kano by. I gotta look that up. Let me write that down. Kano, I'm ready. I gotta do my Googles on that one.
Oh, you know it. You just not familiar with it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But you heard it plenty of times.
Gotcha.
Chop that thing up so many times.
So you know, as you growing up, how are you introduced to DJing? Did you see it in the park? Did you see it on TV? The local neighborhood guy was doing it, or?
Well, when the Exhibition Center first opened, they had Stacy Lattisaw and Grandmaster Flash, and they was up there.
Big time.
Wow.
Mixing it up, and then right after that same night, I went to a club, and I seen this DJ. He was playing that record.
Yeah.
Going back and forth. I said, damn, I was sitting there looking at him, and I said, damn, that look. Like it,
Yeah.
Fun, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. So what was your actions after that? You was like trying to save up, or what did you do after that?
Started looking for some turntables.
What kind you end up getting?
Okay. It wasn't nothing pretty. It was just some turntables.
Yeah. Okay,
But-
okay.
You know, they didn't even have a pitch control on it.
Dang.
Yeah.
So what do you do after that? You locked in the room for a few months, practice, because now you can go on YouTube and learn.
Oh yeah.
So back then, what do you do?
Just started playing records, and then I started playing them at the same time, and
yeah.
trying to make it sound like something.
Right. So that's just
playing around.
self-taught.
Exactly.
Dang. Right now you can go on YouTube and say, how do you blend? And then they'll have 30 videos, how you, maybe more than that. And you watch those videos enough and do what they say, you will learn. I know guys that watch YouTube. You can watch YouTube to learn anything nowadays though, but back then it was like, I would imagine you had to really put some time in.
Right.
Practicing, you had to know somebody that could show you
$10,000.
the way and really show you, ins and out of the game, man. So you came in the game mixing.
No, I wouldn't say that, but
Okay.
I was trying to.
Okay, gotcha. It was fighting each other a little bit, but you got it together.
Yeah. After I got some better equipment.
Okay. Cool. So what was your first gig? Whether it was a free gig, something for the family, like what was your first gig?
First gig was right there on Liberty Street. This club called Off the Wall.
Off the
Off the
wall.
Wall.
Anybody remember Off the Wall? Drop a 5 in the comments. I just picked a random number. Off the Wall. I don't know that one. Off the Wall. So how did it go? Your opinion.
Well,
First gig, Off the Wall.
Nerves.
I had a few records, and club owner let me
Yeah.
have my night. I brought my stuff around there on a wagon.
Dang.
Because I lived around the corner.
Yeah.
There on the wagon, and I played, and people danced. And
What? So how many
Dang.
records does a DJ need back then to make it through the night?
Especially when you got to carry him around.
Like if you're just starting out, you say, man, I ain't
I
read.
had like a crate, one crate.
Dang.
Yeah.
So how many? If you had to guess, like how many records is that to make it through? If back then you just starting out, you don't got thousands of records, you just need enough to get through a gig. How many estimate?
I think I probably had about 25 records.
Dang, that's crazy, man. You know how many songs? Now, like how many songs we play in one night?
Yeah, I know.
I won't go back to those things.
No.
He said, no.
That computer's a blessing and a curse.
Oh yeah, it is. We're gonna get into that too as we move along with the story, man. So after that, what happened? Things started picking up. You got more equipment. I know you say you got more equipment, so things must have started picking up for you.
Somehow I got a gig in Camden,
Mm-hmm.
Gary's Place.
Gary's Place. Big shout, Gary's Place. A lot of legendary clubs being mentioned right now.
Shout out to Camden.
Big shout, Camden, Kershaw.
And Sound of Sumter.
Definitely big shout, Sound of Something.
Oh, yeah.
Rented some speakers
Yeah,
and everything, and
yeah,
down there is doing my thing, with those
yeah.
records. And I played just about everything, and nobody was there yet, so I said,
Right.
talked to the club owner and said, hey, man, I don't want to lose out.
Yeah.
Get the
All about that money, baby.
Gotta get that dollar.
Even back then.
speakers is what, like $20 a rent.
Dang, that's it,
Yeah.
man.
It was like $20. And ran the speakers and amplifier, and then I had to add my gas in there. I said, man, can you give me about $35? And
Yeah.
gas didn't
Yeah.
cost that much.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll give you that. Just keep playing.
Mm.
Okay. So
You got them like that though.
Swear.
So I'm playing. Next thing you know, the club is getting packed. Yeah.
Dang.
In the night, guess what I got?
$35.
$35.
Dang.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lesson learned right there, boy.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
He should have gave you a little something more though, man. Dang. But you get what you negotiate though.
True.
Yeah.
That's a great. Speaking of Sound of Something, man, what part that Sound of Something play in your career? Legendary record store, something in South Carolina. For people that don't know, what part did that play in your career as a DJ? Sound of Something.
Well, on Thursdays, that's when all the new stuff come out. And, you know, we used to meet over there on Thursdays. But, you know, before that, you know, I got with some other guys.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that too, though.
Yeah.
We're going in next. Yeah. Who them other guys you talking about, man?
DJ Wiggy Fresh.
Legendary D. Hey, we looking for
Arnold
you,
P.
man. We looking for Wiggy Fresh, man. We got to have a sit down with Wiggy Fresh. So,
And his twin brother, Arnold P.
Arnold P.
Arnold P.
Big shout out Arnold P. We need to get him on here as well. So,
And
who else was in the crew?
his cousin, Mike Goodman.
Big shout out Mike Goodman.
And Taz. You know, they was the rappers. I was the DJ. Yeah.
So what
'Cause
give us some context on that. What was the name of the crew? I had a name?
Electric Funk.
Electric Funk.
Yeah.
Jeez. So how did you guys come together? You went to school together, same neighborhood?
Yeah, we went to school together, and one day Wiggy came to me and said, "Yeah, man, you need a special needle to mix with and everything." I was like, "No, you don't." We was like arguing back and forth about it, and then one day he came to me and said, "Hey, man, my cousin just came down from Miami, and he brought some big speakers and everything." He said, "You ought to come over and check it out." So I didn't have a car then. I hopped on my motorcycle. Put turntables, strapped them down real good. Went over there and hooked them up. We hooked them up. And, man, they grabbed the mic. They want to rap. Okay, I'm playing the music. You know?
Yeah. What song was it, you remember? We trying to get some context right now. Paint the picture. Okay. So after that, did you guys just start doing gigs together, or you know, how did it turn into business where, you know, you guys had a hell of a run? So how did it form?
Well, we started playing around this street farther down on Moore Street. It was called the Hole in the Wall.
The Hole in the Wall. Anybody remember that Hole in the Wall? Let us know. On Moore Street.
And then we did our prom. We played our prom. Yeah.
Okay.
1980.
What?
I still wasn't here.
1980. Dang.
Yeah.
Man. What was hip hop like really?
It was just starting.
Yeah. And it's going back to those Thursdays. I want to ask you this before I forget. You said Thursday Sound of Something. That's when the new stuff came out. Was it like a battle for who could get there first, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Now you can pay a subscription, download. You could call one of your other DJ friends. Hey, so you got this record? Send me this record through the email.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dang, man, that's crazy, man. So we know about a lot of legendary things you guys did, man. What were some of the big clubs that you guys, you know, played? You know, you, Wiggy Fresh, the whole crew back then, man.
Well, it really wasn't no real big clubs. Actually, we used to try to chase this other DJ from Manning, Eminem.
Yeah. Legendary.
He'd have a crowd everywhere we go, and we knew that we could DJ better than him. Somehow
them boys ain't gonna like that one.
I like that.
we'll go to the club that he played at last week,
Yeah.
thinking that we're gonna get the crowd.
Yeah. Couldn't get
Right
it.
there with him.
Couldn't get it. So back then, man, no social media. You know, how did you get the word out? I mean, I know flyers and stuff, but was that the only thing? How do you get popping where I got the crowd like they did? You know, because you got to that point too. So how do you do that back then?
Well, I guess flyers. We just
Yeah.
flyers out and everything.
Yeah. And can you name some of the clubs that y'all was DJing? Well, yourself was DJing at. I know from my knowledge, but I know you gonna probably kick out some other ones when I ask you this. The Max, Nightlife, another spot in Winsboro. I'm hearing like, what was some of those nights? What was that time like? What was that like? Building up to that point where, I mean, I've heard the stories like, if you in the building, it's packed out. So, what kind of break that down to us, man. How do you build up to that point as a DJ?
Everybody started going their own way and everything, doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they started wanting to DJ too,
Okay, gotcha.
And so everybody started, I got my own stuff, and man, I was just playing everywhere I could, on bass.
Yeah.
In Manning, Blue Gardenia, NCO Club on Shire Force Base, Lamar. I mean, this everywhere.
Yeah. So what gave you the mind to travel like that? Because a lot of people, even now, they won't even leave from their area. Back then.
Trying to find something. That's what I always did is travel.
Yeah.
Really never played in Sumter a lot.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's letting people know you get on that road, man. You show people what you got. It's bigger than your hometown.
Right.
That's for DJs coming up and watching now as well. I try to tell them that, man. I be all over. I did a wedding at the beach last month, Columbia, wherever they call. So, but I learned that from watching certain guys like Mixmaster Mike, my dad, different guys who I watch. You got to go where that bread at, man. You can't be afraid to sit back. But everybody know you always had the big sound, man. The biggest sound in the game. It's a lot of DJs, but a lot of us we not focused on sound. What made you focus on sound?
Going different places and just wanting better equipment and just adding on, just keep adding on.
Another place got enough, huh?
It sounds like he's studying it and perfectionist.
Yeah. So would you think you like a sound perfectionist? Like you kind of low key obsessed with sound? Oh, yeah. I know a lot of guys like that.
Good sound makes the crowd party.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what did it look like back then? Like, was it really like a battle for sound? We hear about these battles for like sound, just off of sound. Who got the biggest sound?
Oh yeah, back then, yeah. Especially when you're coming from the sound of Sumter and everything, because that's what they was all about, sound.
Yeah. So what was you running back then? I'm pretty sure you had all type of vibes and speakers and stuff, but name something you was running back then. Some of these sound heads might.
Thanks to Levi, he built some speakers and I was carrying those around and then when I started playing in Winsboro, the crowd was just following me.
So what you think caused that though? Because we hear the stories about you put Miss Max and Mike on the bill, it's packed out.
Kid you not, when I was a kid, he used to come by, I used to always see his name on the flyer and stuff like that. He used to always come, like how he dressed now, fresh, fly. His fashion game was always out the par or whatever.
Right. So
I always see him out there.
Because a lot of, everybody don't get to experience that, man. A lot of DJs, some people maybe not aspire to that, but, but it was a time where you put your name on the bill, it's packed out. So what caused that? What was the work ethic? What was, this is for everybody that's watching, DJs, anybody that's in the game, you might say something that inspired them through your story, man, because that's not something to look over. That's legendary.
I used to get out during the week and put up flyers and, whenever I'm playing somewhere, just be out there plastering flyers everywhere.
Yeah.
That work ethic, baby.
So what as a DJ, man, what would you think is your strongest point? Your mixing game and sound. What you think, man?
I guess both or whatever.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up, man. So In your opinion, what was the greatest? Because you came through several eras of music. What was the greatest era for you, man? A lot of people say the '90s. You know, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say the '90s, and the 2000s.
Dang. I ain't expect him to say that.
Yeah. So as now, you know, DJs has come in the game. There's a lot of talk about, you know, what the DJ's getting paid, respect the DJ. You know, name some of the obstacles that you overcame on your rise in the game to where you at now, man. You know, coming up in the game back then, some of the stuff you guys had to go through, you know, with promoters or with just building your name, building your equipment, whatever, you know, different things that, you know, you went through back then coming up in the game.
Yeah, we, you know, find better equipment. and, you know, of course, you're going to jump on that.
Yeah.
Now it's the powered stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But had to deal with certain club owners, you know, like it was one club that I used to go to in Chester.
Yeah.
Man, I'd pack it out every time I go there.
Mm-hmm.
And club owner didn't want to pay.
Wow.
So, okay, I'm not coming back. And you know this the only time you get a crowd.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Dang.
So,
Dang.
All the way back then they was playing games, boy.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You want to pay? Dang.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, you know, moving on, you know, like I said, you at this time you one of the hottest in the game. When did you start DJing at the Max? And well, let's go to nightlife first. Nightlife.
In the 90s, because before that I used to go to Lancaster every last Saturday.
Ah.
Yeah, and that club, it closed down, so I was riding around.
Yeah.
Ran up on, you know, I was down there in King Street, the backside of King Street, ran up on this club. Oh, let me check it out. So they booked me, and they canceled me out. So they gave me another date. They did it 3 times, and I said, okay, this third time, I'm not coming back no more. But they you know, third time I played, and they liked me because when I walked in there, I said, "Ooh, I could take this club."
Yeah. What made you think? What made you say that?
Because I was looking at the other DJs. And
oh man, hey! I got to plug real quick. This guy right here, man. You could be DJing somewhere. He just shows up like a ghost.
Yeah.
He just be watching. I'm like, where the hell he come from? You know you be doing that, man. He be popping up.
I like that though.
He pop for real.
I like that. I like
study
that.
the game. He be like,
Damn right.
you be somewhere. You be like, this man he pop out of the blue. What's up, man? I'm like, So what made you? I mean, you say you look at what were the other DJs doing? They wasn't like, you know, back then. What were they not doing? What did you see that made you be like, man, I can take this spot?
They was just playing music. It was like
It wasn't DJing.
Yeah.
That was something like
trying to get through the night.
So how important is the blend, man, for the DJs that's watching?
Very important.
Yeah.
Very important because you want to keep the crowd on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that blend, man. You know, because I always notice, man, with certain records, you got to blend most of the time, because if not, it throw the crowd off, and then you might lose them. Take you a few songs before you get them back. So, you know, coming up in the game, you know, let's talk about the Max. Well, let's go back to nightlife. How long you still go? I've seen you out there. I haven't seen you, but I'm pretty sure you've been there since then. But what was the like peak years of nightlife when you was packing it out? All the legendary stories I hear about.
It just seemed like every month that I play there, it would get,
you
know,
bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger. And then it used to be a 2-lane highway.
Yeah.
And the state bought the highway and made it a 4-lane highway, and they tore the club down and built another one.
Yeah.
It was bigger.
What? Pack that out too. Hey, they had to build something bigger for you, man. So moving on to the Max. You know, when did you start playing at the Max, man? Legendary the Max.
Well, I've been there 12 years, going on 13 years. January 1st will be 13 years. And, I was at a car and bike show, and this girl threw the car and bike show, and think Big Mike was playing there.
Yeah, big shout DJ Big Mike.
Yeah, and he was telling me that girl, she runs the Max. I said, oh yeah. So I went over there looking for her, and they said that she no longer runs it and everything. That was the owner's sister. But, they said they was looking for a DJ, so I came there and played like one Friday and everything. He said, I like how you play. So anyway, they was bragging about the Sundays. You know, well, our biggest crowd is on a Sunday and everything. So it was like New Year's Eve, and I said, hey, I was thinking having 2 DJs and everything. And he said, I don't know about that. Then he called me back. He said, hey, that sounds like a good idea.
I had to think it over.
Anyway, the other DJ who normally plays there, he came that night, but then he disappeared. And I ended up playing the whole night. So they said, you want to play every Sunday? I said, oh, boy, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Then another DJ said, you better get it, because if you don't, somebody else will.
Dang.
I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll take that.
Go ahead and take that. Right. The legendary Max, man, they back open now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know they had to shut down for a quick second, but still rolling, man. That's legendary, man. From the Max to Nightlife. What other clubs you play that we can name drop real quick? You know, even from when you first started to now, we ain't trying to take everything, but just some of the notable ones people might know about.
I was just bouncing around.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I, used to play in Winsboro a lot. And
Yeah. From Sumter, but big in other counties. That's crazy, man. Yeah. That's you don't really see a lot of that.
That's that Big Motion.
That's Big Motion, man. That's what it's all about. Big Motion Podcast. So before we get out of here, man, what kind of advice could you give to the up and coming DJs, or the DJs that's up in the game? We all look up to guys like you. So any advice you can give us? Give some of the guys that's starting out or that's in the game that's younger than you.
If you're gonna do it right. Get your equipment right. And your music.
Yeah.
Learn your mixer. All that.
Yeah.
And have some gas money, because this man move around, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm asking all the DJ this from now on, because we had a conversation off camera about it, and cause I kind of experienced it, but I didn't, because I wasn't really serious at the time. But what was the transition like for you from records to laptop and Serato? What was that like? Because I didn't. A lot of us didn't experience it. Right. It had to been a shock. Like what was that like that time?
That was something, because I was in a record pool and I had tons of records behind me that I was searching through and trying to. Yeah. It was a mess, and thanks to your dad, he gave me a copy of his music to put on my computer.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know how to work Serato like that.
Right.
I'm looking in the files up on that Serato, looking for the songs and everything.
Gotcha.
I didn't know about dragging all the crates down.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into it, and I got my laptop here, got my CD players up here.
Yeah, just in case.
Techniques. I went from the CDJs to the Technique turntables. CD players, and then I got my Technique turntables, records. So I got all this.
Dang. So so pause for a minute. You had all the other stuff. I'm assuming, because you ain't was too sure about that laptop vibe just yet. I hear a lot of DJs tell me that, like, I still have my other stuff ready to go. I don't know what this thing gonna do. That's what's up, man. I could imagine that was like a big shock, like you're doing it one way, now you telling me this is the way. Wishing great technology is great, man. Definitely helped a lot of us out. Only thing I did, I helped my dad take his records in and out the house, but I ain't never experienced all the time, in and out the club, weddings, whatever. So I missed that wave. Thankfully, 'cause I used to hate taking those records
carrying
out.
them damn
I used
things,
to
man.
hate taking those records out the car. I used to hate that. Well, you be playing the game, you like, guys hit the road. I'm like, God damn, bro. So yeah, all you need now is just a laptop, man. So that's great, man. Where can everybody find you on social media? You got Facebook, anything, Instagram, stuff like that?
Facebook.
Okay. You got any events coming up or any nights that you doing now? You still on the Max now, right?
Right.
That's every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
All right. Big shout out to everybody down there at the Max, man. And what else you got going on?
Just parties here and there.
Yeah, got you. That's what's up, man. We definitely appreciate you coming by,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know, giving us a rundown of where it started at to where it is now. Like I said, you one of the most legendary DJs from the Sumter County area, even though you was big everywhere, even beyond here, but definitely a light for all the guys that's in the game and trying to get in the game, I'm sure. So hopefully somebody can see this and get some inspiration, pick up some game real quick.
And before we get up out of here, I just want to know, how did you get your name?
Yeah. Hey, I forgot. My bad. Hold on. How you got your name, man?
We gotta get that.
DJ Mix Master
Master
Mike. And was that your first name? Cause you know we go through a lot of names.
No, it wasn't. It was my second name.
What was the first name?
The first name was Mike Walker, the Night Stalker.
You had to change that one. You had to change that one. Mike Walker, the
DJ Pierre gave me that name.
Big shout out DJ Pierre. Mike Walker, the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Damn. How long that name had last?
Not long. The Night Stalker's a killer. I said.
Yeah. So how did you get to the new name, DJ Mix Master Mike?
Well, it was like I like to mix the songs together, and and had another friend. He was calling himself Mixmaster DJ Deli Dell.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. DJ Mix Master
Mike.
Mike
Yeah.
in the building. We're hoping all the DJs, aspiring DJs, anybody, man, tune in. Anybody that love music, they love, Sumter County, our surrounding areas, the whole world, man. Hip hop, R&B, oldies, goldies, all that is just, that's what we do, man. We do music. So we want to inspire, we want to bring the legendary people on here, tell their story, to let people know, man, we got positive stuff going on in the Sumter community with people from the Sumter community and been going on. So we highlighting all the legendary people in the game. Give you flowers while you're here, man. We appreciate you.
Definitely
Anything
appreciate
you want to leave the people with before you get up out of here, man? A shout out, a message, whatever, man. Don't matter.
Hey, all you up and coming DJs, just stick with it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, man.
A lot of fun.
Oh yeah, man. We appreciate you coming out, man. Until next time, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We can have more exclusive interviews on the way. Who knows, might bring Mixmaster Mike back for part 2. You're always welcome to come by. And we're going to keep this thing pushing, man. Big facts. You know what's going on. Big Motion Podcast, exclusive interview session, legendary interview session. My name is Bezo803, all that social media. We got DJ Effect chopping it up on the boards. And my co-host with me right now.
Big Mikey, man, we in the building.
We out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.